Okay, your logo's on Twitch.
Oh no, not the logo.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow.
Okay, you're on Twitch.
And the history of
Shit
yesterday.
on my sweatshirt. Hello.
Hello, Twitchy Twatters. Twitch Twatters.
Welcome back to another episode of Waiting for Players. I'm Adam.
I'm Adam.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Peter. The only not Adam.
Well,
I'm
we're
Adam.
Also Adam.
I'm the real Adam.
There's too many Adams in
We
here.
are Adam.
Fine, I'll go with John this week, but just this week, and then I'm going to go back to being me.
The other two people, can't remember their names, infected by the Adam virus.
It's gotten me.
So today we're playing Gears of War 4. I'm going to be going through the campaign here. I guess I'll start a new one.
Can we just marvel at this guy's
Dude, that is an
gaze
epic
and
beard.
intensity?
And his sweet tribal tattoo on his shoulder.
His beard is sweet, but his mustache looks fake.
No, it's peppered, salt and pepper.
It looks like it's made out of feathers.
It could be.
Yeah, casual.
He could be.
Casual.
Easy for us.
Normal.
Casual says you're new to shooters. Normal
No.
says you're new to Gears of War. Hardcore says this is the way it's meant to be played.
So
And
play it on normal. Don't be a
Insane says,
pussy.
are you crazy?
Don't play it on casual.
Play it on hardcore.
You
We
guys
don't
are
play
making.
no casual
Fine,
shit
let's
around
do it on
here.
Insane and not be a bunch
Are
of
you
puss
guys
pussies.
casuals?
Well,
Yeah,
if we
I am.
play it on Insane,
No.
I imagine the
Not
Twitch
in this
viewers
room,
will pretty
not.
much just see the first level over and over and over again.
Fine, we'll play it on normal.
Yeah, at a bare minimum.
Gotta
But-
make one of your five save slots there.
Yeah.
Say the magic word. I feel like that's the computer setup they got going on there from Jurassic Park.
It's not covered in candy bar wrappers.
Oh, you know, he hasn't gotten fat yet. Look, he's still skinny.
Fair enough.
That was an interesting transition.
It was. That was pretty cool.
I was like,
Not
is it
expecting
loading?
that.
Like,
There is a lot of cutscene in this first part. So
yeah.
I believe that.
I guess you guys go ahead and start
Yeah.
out the news while we're
news,
watching
news,
this.
news.
Well, I'm going to let Peter kick it off because I've never played this game.
Actually, I've never played it either.
Oh, well, in that case, our excitement will be real. Brief.
Yeah, real brief. Two other people in this room love the game.
I
so.
fucking love this game.
Wait,
So-
I'm looking.
Is Rockstar teasing Red Dead 2?
That's
Yes.
yeah, that's what they're saying.
Isn't this Red Dead 3?
Kind of.
Technically, yes.
Yeah.
In what regard?
Redemption, and then now this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I've never played them. I'm asking. I don't know if one of them.
Well, they're console only, though, which
Yeah.
is why I've never played.
Yeah, they never released Red Dead Redemption on the PC, which is really
They
a shame.
should have ported it, man. It doesn't make sense.
By
Especially
this
for
time.
Rockstar, it is kind of surprising that they didn't do that.
Yeah, well, just, you know, you see how successful GTA 5 is with the ports and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
and that
Why
kinda-
you wouldn't have done that with a game is that people seem to have loved.
What's its native console? PS3?
Yeah.
Sony,
Yeah.
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 But it's cross-platform. After Revolver, it's cross-platform. Or is Revolver Sony's
Revolver might be just PlayStation. I know. I don't know. They might have both come out on Xbox also. Red Dead Redemption is actually just it's the second one, but it's really just a
Spiritual?
spiritual successor. Like it's just a sequel in name for the most part.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I need to start paying attention when I'm running.
No, you don't have to pay attention, bro.
Don't just
You're only
die.
playing on
It's
normal.
cool,
I
bro.
probably will.
It's
'cause-
cool, bro.
Like how you forced your bro out of cover. You deal with bullets.
I think, yeah, it's worth mentioning that you're in the past right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you're going over things that have already happened in the Gears of War series.
Universe.
Except you're playing as a different character. This is the same time as 3, right? Or something?
No, this is
Ooh.
before 1.
Right
Okay.
now, yeah, this is like 2 years before Emergence Day.
Okay.
If you guys know anything about the story.
I haven't played 2. I only played the first one. So
Okay,
it's
so
been a
yeah,
long
this is
Right in
like
the kisser,
2 years
man.
before the beginning of that war.
Okay.
Reload.
I fucking love the blood fountain out of the head region when you blow their head off.
I completely forgot about the reload little mini game function, and I
Yeah, if
I
you
loved
do
it
it
so much.
right
Yeah.
at the right. Oh shit, I missed it again.
Well,
if you do it at the right time, then you get like extra power.
Yeah. The thing that I think is important is that Rockstar's made no official announcement about Red Dead 2, but they've thrown up the old school Rockstar logo from Red Dead Redemption.
They
Yeah.
also released. Didn't they release an image
Yeah,
today?
some
It's a bunch of
artwork.
silhouettes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a bunch of
Yeah.
cowboy silhouettes.
It's kind of cool. It looks like it's sort of almost.
Reminds me of Magnificent Seven.
Yeah, kind
Right,
of.
bunch
Yeah,
of cowboys standing in the line. being
definitely
all
Western.
BA.
I just like the art style. It's kind of
Yeah.
a kind of painting.
Exactly. Kind of mirage-y
Yeah.
Really
Sense.
don't know anything about it yet.
desert
I
sunset.
feel though if they're leaking these images, over the last couple of days, an announcement is soon to be made.
Oh yeah,
Maybe
probably.
I'd laugh
Or they
super-
could just be dicks.
I would laugh super hard if they were.
It's not
adding
April, so
That's true.
No, I think
true.
it'd be super funny if they're just adding a Western DLC to GTA 5 and was just getting everybody
Fuck
hyped
that.
up for this.
fuck that.
That would be hilarious, actually.
Why would they do that? Maybe it's a way of gauging interest in a new Red Dead game.
I feel like they already did that because there was like rumors and stuff before.
Yeah.
I think that was them gauging interest probably.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
it's going to happen.
Some people on Reddit are speculating. I don't know if we have the picture up or if anybody's seen the
Oh
picture.
wait, yeah. Let
but,
me get it up.
It is right
Um,
there.
Well, it was.
Damn it.
Um,
It's trying to be magic.
people are speculating that like
Now it's there.
the silhouette in the middle.
Oh no! You guys are small, Adam. It's on the other side of the screen. There you go.
It's over here.
There you go.
That the silhouette in the middle might be John Marston, and the one like I think to the right of him or the left of him might be Bill Williamson. So the guy that shoots you at the beginning of Red Dead Redemption.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay.
what a dick move.
Well, it starts the story.
I was going to say, I know nothing about this story because they never put it on PC, which is their own fault.
Yeah.
Do you know much about the Halo story,
Uh.
or the Gears of War story, or?
I don't know.
No. Well, the Gears of War I played on console because, well, damn it, that was that point in my life.
I'm just saying it's a very easy argument to make. You don't know a story because it's not on PC. Do you know about like Dritz? That's not on PC.
Not on any game
So
except for
moving
like
the fuck
old
along.
school.
Yeah, so DualShock
listening
4
to that.
support coming to Steam, and they're really it's not just DualShock 4. It's that's kind of a side effect of some other stuff that they're doing. They're releasing a ton of updates to their controller API through Steamworks. And it'll not only improve your capabilities of using the Steam controller in Steam games and the many Steam games that are coming out right now, but it'll also allow you to create controller support for any kind of controller.
Yeah.
And this is kind of awesome, so you'll be able to use a unified API in your game to write all of your input code for Steam. And it'll make it a lot easier for you to have like cross-controller compatibility. Ooh, jump! I think you're supposed to jump up in there, dude.
Gonna throw a grenade in there.
But yeah, it's the article in question is actually a Steam Devs Day controller blog, and they're talking about not only how they're trying to promote their controller, but increase functionality. They also touch on why they decided to do touchpad input on their controllers,
Yeah.
as far as being able to extend the functionality of the controller at later dates, and they're making promises to do so.
We can hear
Sorry.
What is happening?
Yeah, it's the speakers over here. Sorry.
Josh is watching Netflix again.
Well, I can't hear the sound from the game because it's muted, so I
Oops.
can't hear it through here either.
Oh, gotcha.
Interesting.
So can the people on the stream hear it?
Probably not.
Okay,
Well,
you don't
that's-
need sound.
They're listening to our
you don't
lovely
need-
voices. That's
Exactly.
far more
I
important.
mean,
We're all the sound you need.
I like sound.
Is
Yeah.
it up on the mixer?
Yeah, it is,
Okay.
but whatever.
Yeah, so I just said the reason they use the trackpad is it can be easily virtualized through software, and then expand the functionality over time. Also, I actually like the touchpad on it. It's definitely an item that's going to take a lot of getting used to. It's even trickier than a joystick, in my opinion.
I think the only reason they can get away with making it work is that feedback, the haptic feedback through
Yeah.
the movie. Because I feel like if I didn't feel that, it would be a lot worse than.
It would just feel weird,
damn it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're just sliding your thumb on a little pad.
It gives you some kind of gauge, like that's one
Yeah.
tick versus two ticks.
Yeah.
It does. I like the Steam controller. I'll buy one eventually. I know I will. Now I'm just trying to decide on when.
Yeah.
It's
And
cool
for
that they
what?
said they pretty much reached exactly a year since they released it, and they've already put out 72 updates
Yeah.
to the controller, which is pretty fantastic. And they were talking about the user score, so it's got like an 82% user, 5-star rating on Steam. So that's putting that, or overall, I'm not sure actually where that score comes from, but basically, so it's got a B-, an overall rating, And it said that they like to be very active in monitoring that and hearing what people's complaints are or what they like, so that they can continue to focus on those aspects of the controller. Basically, Valve's just showing that they're good people and they're supporting the shit out of their new. They really want it to succeed. You know, they said they've sold 500,000 year to date, and they so far, and they're expecting to sell like over 1 million by early next year.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it is a lot, you know, and it just they've been including it in their Steam sales. So they said every time they include it in a Steam sale, they see a direct increase in use and people buying it. So,
I'm sure that there are a ton of people that are literally just waiting for the sale to pick it up, because I know Steam is pretty reliable when they do sales.
Well, the product quality is amazing. I mean, I don't think there's any question of that. I think that the reason its user score is a B- is just because of the
haters gonna hate.
Well, yeah, but there's a lot of games that just don't have support for it. I mean, we played Origami last week, and I could tell with the Steam controller that you were definitely using it as though it were a mouse and not like it didn't have the same kind of analog input that you would expect from those kind of sticks.
I still just don't have the coordination.
Shit.
I was like,
Oh.
Somebody got him right before I got there.
I just don't have the thumb-eye coordination anymore. The joystick can, like, you know, unless it's Rocket League. Unless it's that. But everything else, like, I haven't played a shooter on a controller in so long. Every time I do it, it feels so foreign to me. It has nothing to do with the controller itself and 100% due to my lack of practice.
Yeah.
I think it's games that use the analog stick as camera control that have the hardest time.
Yep.
Because in
Yeah.
Rocket League, you don't have that kind of camera control. You have a button that does a 180 for you, and you have a button that allows you to track the ball, and that's really all you need. Anything more than that would just be overkill. They don't have to spend any time on that. But in an FPS, I mean, that's a lot harder, especially with that track. I think to me, I feel like it's easier to just use an Xbox controller. But that might have something to do with the way the game's input is integrated, like for the controller. So they might improve on that now that they've put out
Better kill somebody, Adam.
update
I'm
for
sorry.
the Steamworks API.
Like
Real
3
quick,
people already.
John.
Yeah.
Mike has 2 things to say. He says, A, Xbox sucks. And I think
So
that's
does
more for Adam than
PlayStation.
anything else. And he says, hey, no show John showed up. Lol.
Oh,
Weren't you here
okay.
last week?
Fucking
Yeah.
Mike.
He's no-show John because he didn't show up at Trenchers.
Yes.
I wouldn't have showed up at Trenchers for the same reason John didn't, so it's all right. We forgive
Right.
him, so you should too.
And, do you have a chainsaw?
No, it's an old school one.
Yeah.
Oh.
You could run and stab him.
Run and stab him, bro, bayonet. Get in their grill. Barbecue him. Yeah, Mike, you can go fuck yourself. Anyways.
He really wanted to play some beer checkers with you.
I would have crushed his bitch ass anyways. I'm sorry. I am getting way too amped up. Mike, you know what? Me and you just have to beer checkers another time, okay? Just one-on-one, mano-y-mano.
Oh, I already
You can
turned all
drink
those
your
boards.
shitty
There's no
Bud
more
Light, and I'll drink a
checkerboards
real
anymore.
beer, and it'll be fantastic.
That dude exploded.
Yeah, he did. They all explode with this gun. It's pretty impressive. Anyways, so what were we talking about, Peter?
I think we can move on. Just expect the user score of Steam Controller to go up, and hopefully they'll have a sale soon, and they're adding a lot of support. So expect to see some cool things with the Steam Controller.
Well, yeah, I also imagine just with the amount of time it's going to be out after a little bit, like developing for it will just become kind of maybe not expected, but a lot more commonplace.
Yeah.
Just because they know more people are starting to use them.
So this next story is actually one of my favorite things I've read in a while.
Well, why don't you go ahead and tell us what it is then, John?
So, basically, 2 of the developers for Shadow Warrior 2,
From Flying Wild Hog Studio.
yeah, recently told the Kotaku in an email when asked about their game's lack of DRM that, you know, they're basically saying like you don't have any, and what's the plan there to stop piracy? And they're like there really is no plan to stop piracy, because they're like any DRM we would have implemented into the game would have taken time and testing and stuff like that, and instead they chose to spend all of their time just making their game better, you know, which I think is fantastic, because they said straight up, and they got it right, which is people that pirate games are going to pirate games whether or not you have DRM in there or not. You might delay them a little bit, whoop-de-fucking-do, they're still going to steal your game.
It's not just the fact that they have to implement and then test the code for anti-piracy in their game, but it also costs them money even with third-party software being used. So they could just use that money for man hours also, beyond just the code. So, and I think that in the same article they were talking about these third-party programs being cracked already.
Yeah.
So it's just a kind of a stopgap, like just for your first day release sales.
Yeah, one of the dev, Chris, his reply when they asked him about it, like, isn't it going to hurt your opening day sales and all that? And he just says, we don't support piracy, but currently there isn't a good way to stop it without hurting our customers. De Novo, which is one of the anti-piracy things, he says, means we would have to spend money for making a worse version for our legit customers. It's like this FBI warning screen on legit movies, you know? Which I think is a good answer, and it's good to know that, like, you know what, they're just like, fuck it, like, it's gonna happen. Let's just focus on making a game so good that people will just buy it because the price is reasonable and the game quality is high.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what they say will sell games. And
Also,
go
there's
ahead.
statistics online. Sorry, John. There's statistics online that show that DRM and piracy doesn't have a huge effect on the bottom line of the sales of a lot of different products, especially video games. So it seems like a lot of people that do pirate actually pirate the game to test to see if they want to buy the game, especially if the game has integrated online services. Like games like Shadow Warrior are actually kind of in the red zone, but if you have games like Destiny or World of Warcraft or something like that, they have a lot smaller number of piracies that don't end up being purchases.
Right.
Yeah.
It's literally people, and I'll admit I've done it before as well, just to check it
Stab
out
'em.
and go,
Stab
yes,
'em.
I will buy this, and then logged into Steam and
There
picked
we
it up.
go. I was pressing the wrong button the whole time. That was
Oh.
why.
It's B, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I liked it. They said, when asked if they knew how many copies they think might be pirated and how that compares to the sales of the game they're hoping for, Zelensky said, frankly, dear, I don't give a damn.
This guy
Yeah.
just ran away.
Which I think is an awesome quote because, you know, he's just like, fuck it, it's going to happen. He's like, we're not trying to project it. They basically just took a passive stance on it and said, you know what, we're not tracking it directly right now. We're trying to, like, guess. You know, they're like, we're just focused on making our game, releasing it, and getting
Holy
it to the
shit,
people that want
that's
to
a
buy
corpser.
it. That's a crab.
That's a corpser.
That's a crab.
That's a corpser.
That's Mr. Krabs.
That's a corpser.
He sells ham.
Oh, wow! He's making a Gone with the Wind kind of reference there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he lives in a pineapple under the sea.
What?
Sorry.
That is
SpongeBob
not Gone
Crab
with the
Pants.
Oh.
No, but frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Is
Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah.
that's. I didn't know what he was talking about, but you're talking about that.
I was
thing.
still stuck on
Yeah,
Mr.
that's a-
Krabs.
that's a
Okay. I was
corpser.
still stuck on Mr. Krabs. It's Mr. Krabs.
Don't forget to get the Hammer of Dawn.
Yeah, that's where I'm heading. Just don't want this guy to kill
That's
me.
awesome. And actually, just to give them a little bump, the Shadow Warrior 2 game, if you haven't seen it already, you should definitely check it out because it's now, I think, 4-player co-op instead of the single player that they had before. And it's essentially samurai and guns. It's
Yeah.
pretty sweet stuff. So check it out.
Those guys just keep coming, dude.
Yeah, you just gotta
You just gotta get the hammer.
No,
get the
they're,
hammer down.
they're gone now.
They're just gonna keep coming.
I'm pretty sure he just schooled you.
Nah, they're just gonna keep coming.
Schooled you like a punk. And
See, there they are.
Ooh, laser beam. Oh, that looks rough, bro. It's a blood fountain. It's like a laser beam of blood.
In other
he
news,
survived.
Konami is now going to be releasing all of MGS5 for, was it euros? Did we see that in 30 euros?
Yeah, 29 euros.
So that's what, like $40?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's going to be not only Phantom Pain, but it'll be Ground Zeroes, Phantom Pain, Metal Gear Online, and DLC, which I'm assuming it's like kind of miscellaneous DLC. It'll be for maybe all of those products. But for that price point is really good. It's really good. I mean, because when Ground Zeroes first came out, it's a short game, so it was only $30, and then you pay full $60 for Phantom Pain. So those people that bought that early are paying $100 after tax for all of their stuff. You can get it now for $40.
I think I will buy it now,
on
too.
Xbox, on the Xbone, as some of us call it.
Gross.
Wait, is it only on Xbox
Gross.
that they're doing that?
No, I believe
Oh,
that
okay.
they're
PC too.
Yeah.
The image
I
I
was
have up
saying, I
says
was-
PS4 as well.
Yeah, I wanted to. I'll pick it up because I wanted to play the Phantom Pain after watching you play it in your room.
Because it's fucking badass.
It
While
just-
you weren't looking, John was watching.
Always watching.
It's a little peephole.
I had a
A peep
webcam.
howl.
I just remotely access it. Yeah, it just looks like a fun game, and that's a really good price for a game that's really not that old. You know, it's been out for a while for sure, but it's still a completely viable game. And to get all of the DLC and the other two, what are they, like, expansions? Yeah, for $40, like, why not? That's a deal.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm buying the game for $60, because that was what got me at the time. I just couldn't afford it.
Yeah. And it's an amazing game, so it's definitely something that anybody who hasn't checked out Metal Gear Solid 5 should probably look into it.
I might have to do that as well.
Well, sweet deals is sweet deals, man.
Exactly.
It's definitely a good game, even if I'm not a huge fan of the ending.
And even though Ground Zeroes is short, that game is also sweet, which is it's more or less the prologue for Phantom Pain, but it's still awesome.
Yeah.
You can beat it in like 10 minutes if you are.
Oh my God, John.
But you can spend like an hour or more on it if you're.
Well, if you want to be completionist, you can get 10 or 15 hours out of it. I
Oh
think.
yeah, for sure.
But that's you have to want to find the little nuggets of awesome in that game. If you otherwise, you can just go through playing it.
Laser beaming, man. Come on, you're pissing me off. Do it. Yes. Yes.
So the voice actors for video gaming are possibly going to be going on strike come October 21st. At the moment, they are in negotiation with the video game industry, or people representing the video game industry are in negotiation with AFTRA, which, for those that don't know, is the Screen Actors Guild and American Foundation of Television Radio Artists.
It's a combination of two different unions.
Yeah. Which is why they're kind of hyphenating that.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but that's interesting. So, what the gripe is about is that the voice actors are essentially, the environment in which they've been working has changed over the past 20 years, and the agreements that were made 2 decades ago aren't really holding up to the kind of work environment and the amount of revenue that games now are getting. Especially how heavily they use voice actors for immersive purposes, just like in Gears of War. These people are getting paid a lot less for when they could be doing other jobs that make them a lot more money. It's not competitive. So they're hopefully going to come to some kind of agreement at the end of their, I guess what they're calling the 11th hour negotiations, and hopefully something will resolve there. But if nothing happens, then they'll be going on strike. And I don't know what that's going to mean for the next year. I'm assuming a lot of games that are coming out in the near future have already had all of their voice acting needs fulfilled. But we have no idea what that'll mean. It could mean delays for games if they haven't gotten their voice actors yet.
Yeah, that's a common thing though with stuff. As stuff increases, old agreements don't hold. Like, I mean, for instance, the U.S. postal system, like, we get all the money for our mail that we ship, like, to other countries, right? For all those stamps. And then the countries that ship mail to us, they get all the money for stamps. But since we send way more mail than they do, we're making way more money on the postal system. And they're still delivering it on their end in the other countries. So they just, they're renegotiating that. They just renegotiated that right now to make it more fair to every country. So it's just a commonplace thing. Old contracts get old, man, and it doesn't keep pace with like what happens with the economy or what's going on. I don't know how much a voice actor makes for a video game, but I feel like if you're in a fairly iconic role, it probably pays all right, right?
Well, you would hope. It doesn't get into specifics here,
Adam?
but I'd imagine that they wouldn't be.
Mike wants to know if you're going to get the $55 from Sony for the PS3 lawsuit.
I don't know, because I didn't really see what the details were for that. I know it's about the other OS, taking away the other OS option.
I don't know. You have to elaborate. Yeah.
When the PS3 first came out, it had a other OS option where you could install Linux on it.
Oh, really?
And then just use it as a computer, you know.
Stab. Oh, it's back to the
It's
chainsaw
the
gun.
chainsaw now, yeah.
That's even better. Chainsaw.
If you get shot when it's going, though, it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring out right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, they had given that option at first, and after the PS3 got hacked, they took that away.
Are you gonna Are you gonna, I don't know, file it as part of the class action?
I might. It depends on what you have to do to like prove that you were part of that or not. It's not like I have any receipts or anything, you know.
Yeah.
I still have the PS3. It's dead.
I
but-
love need your original purchase receipt. You're like from 2005. You know, like what the? Who keeps that? Weird people. That's
People
who.
waiting to score those sweet class action losses.
Yeah.
Might make $30
Dude, my
later.
dad keeps receipts like that. It's
Yeah,
weird.
but they do have a lot of systems now. Like if you purchased it at Best Buy or Fred Meyer or something like that, you can go with the old credit card number.
Yep.
And they can pull up receipts that you. They do that at Home Depot.
Yeah,
They-
I used
so
to do it
mean,
all the time, and then people, I'd be like, it's not there, and they're like, I know, I bought it. I'm like, did you get a new card? They're like, yeah, and I'm like, then it's a different number.
Yeah.
So I
You have
can't
to
look
keep
up
the
a-
old number.
Yeah,
but-
well, I tell them you can call your bank, they'll give you the number, but you're gonna have to do the legwork. Like I can't
I
do
don't
that
know.
part
That was
for
my
you.
own guy.
Yeah.
I was just shot.
You know,
That's
but
probably
when it comes to important amounts of dollars, like, you know, and people complain about it, I'm like, if it's that big of a deal, call your bank, get the number, man, and I'll look that shit up and print you a receipt. Like, done.
Well,
Yeah.
anybody listening knows that they can do that if they're going to be a part of this lawsuit.
Yeah.
You can go figure out if they can remember. I mean, obviously, remembering where you bought something 10
That's the
years ago is
thing.
gonna be a problem.
I probably bought it at Target. I don't remember what card I used. I probably don't even have that same
I paid
bank
cash.
account.
Also depends on how much money you're going to be getting. Like,
Yeah.
If it's worth the headache or not.
$55, it just depends
Yeah, if
on
it
what
takes
they want.
20 hours to figure this out, maybe it's not fucking worth it.
Like if they
Yeah.
can do it based off of your like PlayStation account or something, like it was active then, and you had PlayStation or whatever.
That would make things a little bit easier.
Yeah, but they probably don't want to make it easier because they don't want to pay people. So we'll see. We'll see what it takes. Adam will get back to you on that next week.
Maybe.
Painted him into a corner. Look at that.
Not much else to say about the voice acting. Just we'll keep tabs on it and update you further if there's any interesting news. If I'm assuming that obviously the video game industry wants to resolve that, so hopefully nothing will happen. But
I wonder if it's solely the video game industry and not also cartoon voice acting and movie voice acting.
it didn't.
commercial voice
The
acting.
article doesn't seem to focus on any other media than video games.
Okay.
But we should look into it. I'll look into it and see if I can't find any more details.
Because that
on
would
it.
affect, I mean, granted, these people work across the huge spectrum, but
Yeah.
Jennifer Hale, she's a regular for DC Animation. Tom Kenny, who's SpongeBob, he's a regular for DC Animation. There's a lot of people that are with, like, a lot of voices you love that you maybe not know. Like Mr. Krabs, for example. He's the Kurgan from Highlander. He does a lot of voices. You'd be surprised. He did Darth Maul's brother in Clone Wars.
Oh, there you go.
But
really?
yeah, you'd be surprised how many voices would be affected if this strike actually happens. Like there might be a season of Adventure Time without Finn and Jake.
Yeah, I'm not even sure how they would do that. But
Delay Adventure Time.
yeah,
That, or do like they do with the Writers
Adventure
Guild,
Time
where
is
they have,
taking
like,
a nap.
half season.
Is that thing's eyeballs gone? Did you guys cook
turn
it?
it down.
Yeah.
This is the event that Marcus Phoenix caused that ended the war.
Oh, okay.
So now you are finally caught up. See, there's the transition. You transitioned into the.
And now
present
are we
day.
about to ender game their ass and like chase them back to their world and kill them all?
No,
Oh.
their world is your world.
Oh, no, the
Yeah,
inside.
they came out of the ground.
Oh,
but
that's right. They're from the core.
as
Yeah.
far as we know so far in the game, at least they're all dead. Because that's what you did at the end of Gears of War
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. Okay.
We saw an interesting gameplay trailer for Prey over the last week.
Yeah, we
It
did.
looks really psychedelic, really scary.
I
and-
swear to God, though, when I was at PAX, I saw the same trailer except it was a dude's voice.
Maybe. They
But-
might have revoiced it.
They-
that
Back
happens all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not that's a huge deal. It just kind of threw me off.
Told you don't
for
mess with that
but-
mic, John.
I didn't mess with anything.
I heard
Yeah,
you.
you heard it this time, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
It
what you're talking
sucks.
about.
Don't touch the cord.
I didn't touch the
Yeah,
cord.
you did.
Can't prove it.
Yes, you can.
Stomach is touching the cord.
Well, it's not my fault it's so long. Who put this big wangy cord out here?
Who put that big gut there in the
It's
way of the
everybody
cord?
else's fault.
Same person to put your gut there.
Yeah. Wait, no, it's not. About your gut.
I fed you too.
We'll put links up for the Prey video. We also have another video that is all on the Megabots and discussing further kind of design philosophies and ideas for the U.S. Megabot. It's really cool to see that. We'll put links up to that as well. In there, they're talking about just kind of the overall safety of the cockpit and maneuverability and stuff like that. It's really interesting stuff. I think that's all we have for news. We wanna
Also
just get
really
into-
cheesy.
Yeah, no, their
They-
reality television show kind of
Yeah.
approach is really not
Yeah.
working, but you guys
I'm
see
sure
it for
people
yourself.
like it.
It's corny, but I don't know. I keep watching. I
People
think
probably
it's-
like the
Well, I
campiness.
think that the content is interesting. I think the stuff in between,
Which-
the filler stuff.
Yeah, I'm not
eh.
watching it for their jokes.
No,
but-
definitely not. Their jokes, they sound like their voice is made out of wood. They're like robots themselves.
Voices made of wood.
Yep.
Excited
Yeah,
to
it's
see
pretty
what
weird.
how the robot can move like a boxer though. That's
It's not going to be as
I think that
impressive as
they're-
you think.
well, yeah, because it
Probably
has
not.
no ankles. So
Way to ruin my dreams, John.
Starts dancing around and shit. Side
Or-
hopping.
Fucking does the
Or we
Macarena,
say,
and you're
oh,
like,
it
oh
can't-
shit.
Or we say, oh, it can't do that, and then the fucking Japanese one busts out like all
Yeah.
about
Like
Does a
DDR.
break dance.
DDR.
I wanted to break dance, spin around, and then strike a pose, and then hop back up on
Well,
its
is the
feet.
Japanese one
Can't
still
fuck
going to
with
be
that.
on 4 legs? Because I feel like you have a lot more control over the angle of your robot with 4 legs.
As
Don't
opposed
know.
to the 2 tank treads, so they'll have to do this when anytime they want to change direction.
For ours, yeah.
Wind
Yeah.
flare.
Not with theirs. They
That's
they
terrifying
could have
looking.
4 different motors.
That big like
Yeah.
tornado storm thing.
Of lightning bolts.
What
It
it-
looks like a sandstorm, but on crack.
If you look at their lightning, though, it's not the best
Quality.
lightning.
I think so too.
Like when you look, it looks like it's
Oh, no.
kind of
Ooh.
made out of some sort of plasma or something liquid that's moving around.
Well, it's a wind flare. I mean, what do you want, Peter? Jesus, you want to
Yeah,
science
I don't
this?
know. Well, it looks like an F10 tornado.
Wait till we
even
get to
though
the
that doesn't
horse.
Exist, but
Wait till we get to the horse.
oh yeah, no, the horse. Yeah, the horse. Oh, you guys. Maybe the viewers are enjoying all the obvious statements like that are in this first sequence here.
Yeah. Just hit the title sequence, and we're half an hour in.
Yeah.
Pick up bed chariot. That's how you do it
Yeah,
right
that-
there.
Turn around. I wonder if you
Oh.
can see it. Wonder if you can see it. Yeah, look at that ass. Look at that horse.
Damn.
It's an alien horse.
It's a unicorn.
That thing is gnarly,
It's not a
bro.
unicorn.
It's
got
a
fucking
morse.
Horse.
Yeah.
Horns.
I've
2
got two.
horns.
It's a, devil
It's a
horn.
bull horse.
It's a bihorn.
Ah, horse pucky.
I'm hoping that it's one of the aliens mated with
Like
horse
one of the
creature.
locusts?
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus. A
Well,
corpser.
they had animal kind of. Yeah, exactly.
A corpser mated with a fucking like a field of horses.
Yeah. It just,
Oh, shit.
you
Yeah,
better
watch
not
out for
die,
that.
buddy.
You better hurry up, man.
Hold A to run
Yeah.
faster.
The
There
wind-
you go.
When
The
I was
wind's
playing
not getting
earlier,
any
this
less.
was the first area I died in, so and it was,
Move quick,
all
run
my
fast,
fault.
run fast.
Oh,
Oh, I can't get through there.
I don't think you're supposed to be this close to this thing.
No, let him.
Yeah.
You told me to run fast, and you're like, wait, no, you did it too wrong. You did it wrong.
You got
God,
to figure
Peter.
out how to take down the fence. Is what
Yeah,
you do. 'cause
you gotta run a
get
little
over to
closer
the
up
crane.
there and then shoot down the fence.
Yeah. Shoot
should-
the.
no,
you
you
see
should
the,
move up.
the metal poles over there? Yeah. Shoot the
bracket, the orange
the
bracket.
orange shit.
orange thing.
That
holding
looks like
back,
it's meant to break.
You should
Oh,
stand
see
up.
if you were standing over there.
Shit.
Man, you got work,
For you audio listeners, we set Adam up to get rocked.
Yeah.
And then if you just, oh, in your
See there,
face.
look at that lighting.
That looks rad.
It's Hammer of Dawnling.
Dude, it
Like,
looks-
are you saying like graphic quality wise? Or?
No, I'm just kind of talking that it doesn't
the
look like.
physics
like
of how it's
natural.
working.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not quite natural.
Oh no, Adam. That
Just
doesn't
stay.
look good.
Just stay.
Trust in it.
Just stay. Trust the fungus.
What?
So, are we all done?
Yeah,
with
no,
these
you're good.
then?
You've been
Yeah.
good.
Mario movie.
We've already been talking about
Let's
it.
get-
but-
Well, so we are playing Gears of War 4. If you couldn't tell.
What?
I thought this was Minecraft.
If you don't know what it is, it's a third-person shooter. The developer is the Coalition, which I'm pretty sure is a new developer.
Yeah,
this
it used
time
to be.
around.
It used to be Cliff Bleszinski's old studio. I can't remember the name right now. Unreal? No. God, I'll look it up.
Yeah, published by Microsoft Studios. This is. It's kind of interesting if you've been watching the us play through the prologue in the beginning, like the
Epic.
Yeah,
Epic.
when the game starts, you actually start off 2 years before the first game started. So you're getting the Hammer of Dawn technology. That's that big laser that comes out and kills those spider-looking things.
Mr. Krabs. Yeah.
It's a corpser.
And then right after that, the next part you play is just right after E-Day, Emergence Day, when when the locusts come out of the ground.
Yeah.
So you're shooting them at first, and you're using the Hammer of Dawn, killing them all, and then at some point the person on the radio tells you just like, I'm sorry, the Hammer of Dawn just went offline, and then you die. Everybody dies there. You know?
Yeah.
Uh,
Because that's life,
dying
man.
in the beginning of this.
Yeah.
Like,
Life is a cold piece.
It's a rule when
Fair
anyone without a mask, like anyone with you can see their face, they usually end up surviving. It's all the masked characters that end up dying. So every
Yeah.
character you played during that prologue had a mask on.
right.
Because they're not important enough. They're like red shirts.
Yeah.
Well, there's a running joke through 1, 2, and 3 about the Carmine brothers. Every team had a Carmine, and every team had a Carmine die. I don't know. It's just I love Gears. I think Gears is great. It started off as like a, this is what's going on. It's an unforgiving romp of masculinity and shoot 'em up. Deal with it. And then like halfway through, they're like, oh, maybe there's a story here. And then the third one's like, hey, we found the story. And then they did a prequel. They did Gears of War Judgment, which was with Baird.
I never played that one.
I never played that one
so-
either, but it was kind of a choose your own adventure. Like you'd go into encounters and you'd be able to choose a difficulty setting. Like if you'd find the Gears of War spray painted, you could choose to add a level of difficulty to the level for an extra reward.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that would be it. Like you'd either do that or don't.
probably
Gotcha.
breaking into somewhere.
Sentinels.
Gotta be all sneaky
Yeah.
sneak.
Mike said he couldn't tell that this was Gears of War we were playing. He's like,
What?
what else would it be? Thanks, Mike.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us, Mike, instead of watching Supergirl.
Fuck! It was real good last week.
The part I played just before I handed off to Adam, before we started talking about the game, I think it's one of the coolest parts of the prologue, because you're playing like simultaneously with the end of Gears of War 3. So if you were watching it, like I was shooting those big, I don't know what they're called, but the big...
Brumax.
What?
Brumax.
Brumax?
Yeah,
Okay.
BRUMAKS.
I was shooting them with the turret, and then all of a sudden, like, this blue light comes out of the sky.
Yeah.
That's what you set off in Gears of War 3
Yeah.
to end the Locust invasion.
That's X.
What is that exactly? Just
The what?
the blue
NEMP.
stuff.
Oh, it's
Kind of.
like a it's like a biological weapon against the Locust.
Yeah, it was some weapon we designed to just take them all out.
Oh, that thing looks
But you
rad.
had to, like, go
Control it.
like,
Riding
into
it.
where their hive was and set it off.
I think he's gonna
shit.
shoot you.
Actually, we ended up on the top
No,
of the tower.
he's
Well, was
he's
it
just
at the end of
building
3,
it.
Okay.
yeah.
It's been a while since I played.
That's a
You
hell
were
of a
in this,
rivet gun.
This studio was nowhere in our minds. Like we were still at your apartment.
Oh yeah. We were playing
bad.
co-op on
On
like
your 360, yeah.
I did like how the wall went around this city when that storm came, and then it's like it can't go over the wall. You know, like we
Yeah.
put a wall up, the storm won't go in the wall. Oh,
So now we're like 25 years after the end of Gears of War 3. And I think this guy that you're playing is the son, right?
Yeah, it's Marcus Phoenix's son, but that's a spoiler. No, it's actually revealed in
Pretty
the trailer.
sure, yeah.
It's in the trailer. But
Yeah.
yeah, this is his son. We just haven't been introduced to him. Fun fact, main character, guy that you're playing, voiced by Nolan North,
There you go.
Nathan Drake, and every other fucking game character in the
I really
the
like this
universe.
bearded guy. He's like, no, citizens just claim that we're a part of something. He's like, I am a part of the anarcho whatever. It's fun.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Kind of an asshole.
Nice active reload, Adam.
Good job, buddy.
I wasn't even
I
trying.
missed a lot of those.
I
So
completely
You
forgot all
shot
about
your
it.
homie in the
What
hip.
button is it?
It's a right bumper,
Oh, okay.
but it's you need to have reloadable things. You don't.
yeah.
You run out of
Adam,
ammo.
you out of ammo. Don't shoot the big guy. I don't know what would happen.
Yeah, probably shoot
Probably
you
nothing.
that big ass
Yeah.
staple gun
Let's
he's
find the fuck
rocking.
out.
When I-
Seriously, that's a big ass table.
Today is actually the first time during the show is the first time I used a controller to play this game, because I think that's one of the cool things about this game is I bought it, or I intended to buy it for the
That
for
glowy
the
thing is
PC.
ammo right there.
Yeah, inside the flashing thing. Intended to buy it for the PC, but it's just cross-platform between the Xbox One and Windows 10. You have to have Windows 10 to get
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah. But it lets you, so like I bought one copy and I can I can play inside the house, and then I could come out here and just sync up my save data and just finish the game out here or whatever, you know. I thought that was kind of cool. Like, I got a couple achievements inside in the house. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's linked to your account.
Nice. That's a nice copper door, brass.
Yeah,
I don't know. Looks like copper.
looks like a solid chunk of metal.
It's
that's
all
for
built
sure.
by robots.
So now in the future, are we like warring robots? Or are we fighting against the man who controls the robots?
Yeah, it's more like that. I think it's called like the ordered governments or something. A little bit later on, you'll get inside and you'll see like some propaganda posters up on the walls and stuff.
That was hardcore.
They talk about because the Earth got screwed with the war. So there's some posters that talk about like the need to repopulate Earth and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm down for that.
I'm pretty sure these robots are built to be like, you know, like defenders or like cops, pretty much. You know,
keep the peace. Yeah.
right.
And builders, obviously.
So you're sneaking in to steal something right now.
Yeah, we're being real sneaky.
I don't know
Right.
how often.
Yeah.
Like, those red bots seem to just be welding the same places. Just saying
Yeah.
it doesn't seem very efficient. Maybe they're, like, 3D printing the whole building. Like, those
That'd
robots.
be pretty cool, actually. Yeah.
I like that really big robot that puts in like whole sections and then just like
Ooh,
rivets
these things
or
are a pain
staples
in
them
the
in.
ass.
They blow up next to you.
Basically, yeah, they're just trying to roll over to you and explode. So you gotta shoot them to kind of keep them back or make them explode further away from you.
Or let your buddies
Shotgun's
blow 'em
real
up.
good for it.
Yeah.
What sucks is when there's
You're
like
like-
10 or 15 of them coming at you at once. Maybe it'll be easier on. I think we're playing on normal, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is, yeah.
Were you playing on what, hardcore?
We were playing on hardcore before the show started.
Yeah.
I died
Got
a
it.
lot.
Like my personal game is hardcore because when you start it off, it says that's the way it was meant to be played.
Oh yeah. Well, it's
Listen to
because
it, you
people.
tell you what to do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Alright. What
don't you listen to it when it's like use right trigger to shoot?
Wait, just fucking kick that thing.
Reload with the.
Oh man.
Take cover.
You get marched on.
Active reload.
Do you have what other guns do you have?
He's got his marksman gun.
Reload.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Might have
Does it
some
still give you the
grenades,
bonus
too.
to damage? If
It
you
does
do
if you hit it
perfectly?
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Just in the thin white line, right? And anywhere in the other one just automatically stops the reload process, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you do it at the wrong time, it jams.
You're about to die.
Stand up.
Nothing like forgetting though, man. I used to hate that in
Behind
this
me.
game. When you get caught off guard, you reload and you don't think about it, and it goes past, and you're just like, ah, shit.
This game, the only problem I see with this game is the problem that I think every Gears game has. It's just kind of wonky controls to get used to. You have to realize that this isn't your CS:GO level of Twitch shooting. This is Gears.
Yeah, it's very clunky. Like running kind of sucks in this game. It always has.
You
Though,
just
you
sprint
know?
in a straight line. then
Pretty much, it's real hard to like. You can kind of control yourself, but just a little bit.
Well, it's
yeah.
because I think you're running to the thing in front of
To
you.
the next cover.
Yeah. So
Mike, instead of achievements, he says trophies.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's a reward system.
Yeah.
We'll just call it that.
Steam has achievements. That's good enough for me.
Yeah.
That's
PC
probably
Master
why
Race.
That's probably why he doesn't play Steam very often, because he doesn't get trophies then.
You gotta get in there and get that ammo, buddy.
You gotta get in there, man. You gotta get in there.
You gotta get in there, buddy.
You gotta get in there.
Go hold
Did you
the
get in
X.
there?
I feel so bad for the audio listeners sometimes.
Yeah. So, when are you gonna ride around that big robot mech with the rivet gun?
You don't?
Well, probably not, but
Well, fuck this game.
Yeah, pretty
This is
much.
the
Hand
end
the
of the
controller
world.
over.
This is post-apocalypse, right?
They can't show you a big ass
Essentially.
mech
Pretty
suit like
much,
that
yeah.
and never let you ride in it.
Like how
Talking about, they do that in games all the time.
yeah. There's a
Yeah,
there will
games that
be
fail.
plenty of
Really?
What?
I think there's plenty of times where like you don't get to do things like you can't fly a jetliner in GTA 4 or GTA 5.
That's
Yeah,
why I
you
don't
can.
play it anymore. And you
That's
can't.
exactly why. No, you can't fly a 747.
Oh.
Where?
a private
when?
jet.
That's
you can
why I
fly a
quit
private
playing.
jet. Yeah.
You can steal them from the airport. They randomly spawn ones that you can get into.
Those are that's not a
Not
747.
747s.
That's like a
Lear
cargo
jet.
plane.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
It is a cargo plane. It's the same size, but you're right. It's not passenger based.
Well, that
I
doesn't
want to
matter.
kill 200 people.
Another cool thing about this game,
5 stars.
I think it's been that way for the whole series, but it does offer local co-op, split-screen co-op,
Oh yeah,
which isn't really offered too much anymore in games.
It's
so.
not. But
Kind of novelty, yeah.
Yeah,
I do
exactly.
Well, it's because
appreciate it.
nobody plays together anymore locally. Like, we all just play
we
online.
like to play with our pants off at home.
I would
mean,
say
I do.
Waiting for Players exclusively plays local co-op on everything.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Why the fuck is it? Oh, I don't know.
You want to throw
Uh-oh,
it, buddy?
there's
You're
one of
about
those-
to die.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh,
I'd go
Roll.
back to
Roll,
the
buddy.
Run.
Roll, buddy.
Oh, you're getting murked.
I
Trying to
haven't
fry your bacon.
I haven't actually gotten to play Horde mode yet, but I know I've seen a lot of people on the internet and on Reddit complaining about the Horde mode is kind of like pay to win. A lot
Oh.
of microtransactions, like you can buy like these I don't know, essentially
Like
like card
buffs?
packs, you know, and then it'll
Like
Are
boosters.
Are they buffs?
yeah for boosters, and
Boosters
stuff.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
Like a buff?
Look at that fine control, Adams. Gotta
I
try
just want
and
somebody to say yes, John, like
get him
a
in the
buff.
head. Nope, you were a little off.
You gotta just hit him in general. Fuck the head. Like, go for the body, center
Bam.
mass.
Yeah.
Just like the military teaches you, Adam. Aim for what you can hit.
But there's some people that are talking like you got to do a bunch of like 20 or more horde modes all the way to completion to get like 500 points or so, and some of the packs cost like 4,500 points.
Oh, wow.
So it's either a huge grind or you pay for it. you
Yeah.
know?
Fuck that.
Oh, you're down.
It
That is
doesn't. It doesn't affect like the actual multiplayer, the competitive modes and stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Just run straight
but
at him.
it is for
Horde mode was one of my favorite things about this game, though.
Yeah.
Also, the first version of Horde mode was Gears of War. Firefight came after this.
Yeah.
Zombies
Yeah.
came after this.
Right.
Gears of War was the pioneer of Horde mode.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Sorry, John.
That's fine. I just, like, me and Adam
Still
used
like
to play
Nazi
Horde
zombies
mode
the
all the
best.
time, you know, and it was one of my favorite things about
Right.
the game. After we beat the story mode, all we ever did was play Horde mode. We never went back and played the story again.
Why?
It was just like you trying to get down on some Horde mode, man, and we would just sit there for hours. And, like, we found a little spot where you could stand by, and we would alternate taking the ammo crate that spawned there, man, and we would just hold the corners. And, like, yeah.
Oil everywhere.
Ew. Got oil on me. Oh, hey, that thing's gonna blow up.
Oh.
Good dodge.
I don't think he
No,
dodged it.
No, I don't think he dodged it either.
He dodged the hell out of it.
Dodge, duck, dip,
It looked like
dive,
he
and
dodged it
gouge!
afterwards.
The 5Ds are getting wrecked.
Who
So,
else we got here?
Adam's got a gadget.
We have about 10
Oh,
minutes
I
left.
do have a gadget. So, let John get down for a little bit.
He's been pushing that for the last 5 minutes, just very subtly.
I know.
At one point, he was just like, just hand it over.
Oh shit.
Sneaky, man.
So I am talking about, those are notes, this is what I want. The Feinster Duo. It is a GPS tracker that you clip to your dog. You can do it with a cat, but who
You
the
add
fuck
it to your
puts it-
dog.
Yeah,
like
you
an
just add it.
add-on.
Yep.
You upgrade it.
You just plug it right in. No, you add it to the dog's collar or the kitty's collar if you really want to. And it's a GPS tracker for your animal. So in case it runs off or you go take it hiking off the leash, you can still see where he's at. Or if he gets out of the backyard, you can leave it on him all of the time. And it also comes with it's called the Commander and a Follower dongle.
Shoot him in the
One,
foot.
obviously
That's what
the
Josh
follower
said.
is for the pet, and then the Commander one is for you. You just keep that in your pocket. That's how it's able to track your dog without actually using any data. So you're not actually ever having to. Once you buy it, you don't have to pay to use data to keep tracking this GPS. It keeps track of not only steps that you take while you're out with your dog, but also steps that your dog takes. So it's the paw tracker, as it calls it. But yeah, it's basically the app is an overlay of Google Maps. So it will show you where obviously you're at on the map and then where the other GPS unit is. Hopefully it's still on your dog. It does attach via a little Velcro strap. And yeah, it makes you so you can see where your pup is at. One thing I did like about the app is you can actually set like a radius around you. So if when you're out walking, say you're hiking and you just want to let him run through the woods and have fun, it'll let you know once he's say 20 yards away or 30 yards
Gotcha.
away, whatever you set it at, and then you can call him back or her, whatever, you know.
Hopefully he listens.
Yeah.
Doesn't just keep running.
Doesn't just keep going, fucking squirrel. You can also set it to where,
shiny.
say you have a house on a lake and you don't want the dog out near the water, you can put a barrier in the app around the edge of the water, and then as soon as the dog crosses that line, it'll immediately notify you on your phone. And yeah, it's a great way to keep track of your dog, especially if you live out in a really rural area. And another thing that I really liked about this was they have been partnering with dog food manufacturers or pet food manufacturers, and they have like goals and challenges that pop up through the app that you can do, which gets you discount on food and stuff.
Right on.
That's pretty cool.
So it's a way to
Nice.
kind of just interact with your doggy a little bit more, because you can put it on your cat. They advertise it as you can put it on your cat.
Fuck
Who
that.
the fuck takes their cat for a walk?
Some
Yeah,
people.
I-
There's
well,
that cat that thinks it's husky.
That's true.
Dude,
Not so much who takes it for a walk. Just I don't see people using this for a cat. And most of the time, like cat collars, you want to use like breakaway collars on them.
What do you mean breakaway?
So that if like it gets caught on something, it'll just pop off versus strangling the cat. Like if it jumped over a fence, or
Right.
climbed up a tree.
So does it just
and
hang
got
itself?
stuck. Yeah.
Seen cats hang themselves. It's not cool.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, you should always use a
terrifying.
break off collar.
Yeah,
for a cat.
breakaway collars. John, Mike says that this collar is perfect for keeping track of you because you never show up.
Oh man. Shoots it.
Gets
Shoots
She
it.
gets it.
What's great about John is like he focuses entirely on one thing at a time.
Yeah,
So
no.
he's not giving a shit about you right now, Mike.
What's great
all.
about this,
Oh,
though,
Mike,
is
Mike,
it's only
wait,
gonna
wait, I
cost
will
you-
give a shit for a second.
God damn it.
Fuck you, Mike. Fuck you, Mike. All right. Anyways, you guys were saying?
And this is already completely funded, so you can expect to see this go to market. But early birds right now, I believe, are $70, and then will retail for $180.
Yeah.
And it comes with the charging port, the pet side dongle, the master side dongle, and then obviously the app you just download through the app store for free.
Right.
So yeah, $150. Like I said, it's especially because a lot of people get really attached to their pets. $150 to keep track of them all of the time. Not that big of a deal. And before I finish up, because that's pretty much it. It's just a really basic GPS tracker for collars. One master dongle and one app can actually handle up to 5 pet dongles. So you can actually, if you have multiple dogs or multiple pets that you want to keep track of, you can do it all through the same app and all.
Nice.
So it can all communicate to the one master dongle, which I thought was
Right.
really nice. Yeah, that's that.
Yeah, I can see it if you've got, like some dogs are really expensive if you're buying certain breeds and purebreds and stuff like that.
I think everybody
So-
wants to protect their dog.
Yeah.
What's the battery life on these things?
That is actually a very good question, and I do not have an answer for you off the top of my head. Give me 1 second.
I would hope it would be pretty long just because it doesn't really.
Yeah.
Mike says you're welcome, John.
No, they have a stats section here that I just need to find. Well, the modules can communicate up to 2 miles. I know that's not what you asked, but continuous GPS tracking for 12 hours.
12 hours.
Yeah, activity features only. So like the step counter and stuff like that. With no GPS on, it can go for up to 5 days.
Does it have a LiPo or double A's or?
No, it's come through a little charging port that you
Cool.
just
Just plug it in every night.
yeah plug them in, and yeah, like I
Pretty.
say, every night when you bring your dog in for the day, yeah. Because that's what my dad does.
Up
when
on
he
the
brings his
D-pad,
dog
John.
in for the night. Like
Okay.
he takes his collar off and stuff anyway. So
Too late now.
Just disconnect it and plug it right in.
Board
I actually thought about getting this for my dad for
There you
his
go.
dog. 'Cause he
Hibernate.
takes his dog out hiking and stuff quite a bit, and when he's out in the middle of nowhere, he'll just let the dog run around and have fun. 'Cause he's
Yeah.
not too worried about it biting other animals.
don't
or
have-
you
kids
don't
or
have any.
anything.
And then you could tell when it was got so far away.
Yeah,
from
or you could
whatever.
even,
Yeah.
I mean, it'll even still, even if you're out on a trail and maybe there's no map for it, it'll still show you, like, what direction he's in. So you can still be like, oh, well, he went that way.
It would also really work
Way.
hunting with retrievers.
Yeah, oh, that's a really
Yeah.
good point.
Yeah.
When you go to send your dog after it.
Yeah, you would know where your dog went. And
Yeah.
that way,
I
if
didn't
something
think
happened to your
about
dog, you could find your dog.
Or if, in case the dog had to chase it for a while and you lost track of it, it'd be really easy to go.
Yeah,
hunt your
especially if
dog
it
back down.
communicates for up to 2 miles.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good range. I mean,
Yeah, no,
Oh.
I thought it was a really, really interesting, and I like the fact that it didn't use data. Like, that's what kind of sold me on doing this as the gadget this week, is that it's not going to suck away your mobile data, and you can use it anywhere you'd like.
Yeah.
But that is it. That is the Feinster duo.
One thing I did want to bring up on this game, because it kind of goes with what we were talking about last week, or where we talked about the 1 terabyte cap for Comcast. This game was a 73 gigabyte download on the PC.
So you could do it like
And
11 times.
and a 50 gig download on the Xbox One.
So you're already 120.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I look back in June, I hit 1.2 terabytes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What did we do in June?
I don't know.
We must have done something.
A lot of porn.
I don't know. I must have been downloaded a bunch of stuff or something.
Yeah. Well,
Streaming
isn't
that
that
4K
when
pornography?
was that when Doom came out? Nope, because you got that physically.
No, well, I had that physically and on the PC, so that's like a 50 gig download.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know.
And it's still, I mean, even though I have it physically, it's still like a 40, 50 gig download on the PS4.
That's one each download of that. That's 1/20th of your total.
Yeah. So I can see that cap being an issue at some point.
Yeah, that's totally it,
Ooh,
John.
Comcast.
It is it. Not used to long things.
Well, in the interest of keeping these things quick, let's talk about some stuff coming up and stuff we've got out for Waiting for Players this week. We got the new Fibbage video out. That was fun. Be sure to go check out our YouTube channel for that. Garrett came out of nowhere and won that game of Fibbage.
That final round, man.
But Jurassic John, your butt buddy, and Silence Dubro, and Real Adam, they all showed their merit.
I was the worst.
I tried, okay?
I was your butt, buddy.
Those games are always fun to play, though. So.
Yeah, no, they're
I
always a
rarely
blast.
fucking win that or draw.
Mike wants us to.
I'm better at Drawful.
Mike wants us to be reminded that Hoop Fest is in June, and that probably took
Oh.
50 terabytes.
Is he going to be able to play with that gimpy leg? Are you excited for that, Mike?
That's Hoop Fest.
It's
basketball.
in Yakima.
Yeah.
It's like a
Spokane.
3-on-3 tournament in Spokane or some shit.
Yeah.
Is someone we know playing that?
Mike.
Oh, cool.
That's who said.
Mike.
That's why he said Hoop Fest is in June.
To be
Nice,
fair,
dude, good luck.
Mike has taken the championship a couple times there. So.
Yeah, he's also
when he was
coming-
younger.
He's also
and had
coming
good knees.
second first a couple times too. Like
Second.
and third. Yeah.
Anyway, nice try there.
Whatever.
Oh, watch out where you stand, because this was the second time I died. When
You
I was
stood where a
playing it.
clamp went, and you were like, this is a good
Yeah.
spot.
Right there.
Yeah,
And
pretty
then the
much.
machine was like, boom, you're also really...
You can see the big feet. Don't stand there. That's not.
Well, I had like
Jump out
my
of the way,
back to
John.
it, so I didn't realize I was standing.
No, we could end
there,
on
and
this
I
note.
just-
This could be interesting. Don't just take it, John.
I do have a speedrunners video that I gotta do over the course of this next week, and we will definitely do more in that. But also, Waiting for Players, along with Bad Flicks and Comics Brew, will be appearing at Renton City Comic Con at the end of this month at the Red Lion in Renton. We are going to be doing and producing content both Saturday and Sunday, and maybe Adam and Adam will do something on Friday.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Peter's got some stuff he's working on for that con specifically, not only graphically but also practically, and I'm not going to tease any more than that.
Oh. So subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes.
You can,
You guys are bringing gadgets though. I know that for sure. You guys,
Oh, here it comes.
because I told
Yeah.
you you're bringing
Uh-oh.
gadgets.
Oh, you're
Dude,
just a hunk of meat now.
It just waffle
It's
ironed
way
my
more
ass.
so when you're not looking at it. You're just waiting for the elevator, and all of a sudden,
That's fantastic. You're watching a foot opposite you. You're like, wow, that's cool. Boom!
Yeah, that would have
Alright.
been a rough way to die.
Good kill.
do you guys have anything else to add?
No, I don't think
That's
so.
what the failure screen looks like.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah. Well, this is a good way to end.
Yeah.
I died.
You did. Way to go. Should not do
He's-
that.
He's a anarchy horse.
That old anarchy. Damn it.
Ha!
All right, guys. I'll see you next week.
Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.
Still on Twitch.
Bye, Twitch.
Bye, Twitch.
Don't touch the mic cord, Twitch.
It's the worst.
Yeah, it really is.
Why do you guys have it sticking 8 inches out
Because we thought the problem was that it was too tight
trying to
to
fix